this week's Kids Books Bingo highlight category is a book set on a farm. Hi everyone, it's Jenny here from The Bear and the Fox. I am hosting a summer reading challenge together with my lovely friend Amanda from Books and Pieces. It's called the Kids Books Bingo, and we have come up with 9 different categories of books that we are challenging you to try and read with your kids over the summer. You can download a copy of the bingo grid over on my blog, and I'm going to be highlighting one of the categories every week and sharing some of my and my children's favourite books for that category. So first up we have Cock-a-Doodle Poo. My 5-year-old absolutely loves this, as you can imagine, because when you're 5, anything with poo in it is absolutely hilarious. So I can't read you all of this because of copyright issues, but I'll give you a little bit of a taster. So we're down on the farm where pigs keep plopping like he's never ever stopping, and you'd better stand clear when a horse's poo is dropping. Farmer Jill says what you have to understand is it might pong a bit, but it's good for the land. So what happens is that Farmer Jill, who's just been for a haircut, also I love the fact it's a female farmer in this book, but she comes back from the hairdresser and someone does a poo on her new hairdo. And she looked at the animals and said, "Who did a doo-doo on my head?" Horse said, "I heard cock-a-doodle-doo-doo." Rooster sheep cries, "That's what you do." So then they're all wondering, how on earth was Rooster able to doo-doo on her head? Because roosters can't fly. And then Farmer Jill finds that her underwear is missing. And it turns out that the rooster built a catapult to make himself fly. So to make a rooster booster catapult, it shot him high into the sky. He flew a loop-the-loop, he cried out cock-a-doodle-doo, and then he did a poop. And that's when the accident happened. So there's lots of funny rhymes in this book and lots of poo. So if you've got a 5-year-old or any age child who loves anything to do with poo and thinks it's absolutely hilarious, they are totally going to love this book. Next up we have Rooster Wore Skinny Jeans. Now another rooster story. This one is about a rooster who has ordered a new pair of dazzling jeans, and he thinks that they are so amazing. They've just arrived by mail order. He tore off the tape with a big cheesy grin, then marvelled in awe at the contents within. The sparkling stitching, a striking gold hue, the indigo denim, a dazzling blue. So he's really excited about wearing his new jeans. Look, doesn't he look handsome? For a rooster in a pair of jeans. So he goes out to show the other animals, and he's really proud of his new jeans, and they all just make fun of him for looking really silly. So he goes away and he has a wee cry, and then he decides, well actually I think I look fantastic and I don't care what the others say. So he calmed himself down, let the bad feelings sink. Then he thought, you know what, I don't care what they think. I wanted these jeans and I bought them for me. Their opinions don't matter. I'll show them, they'll see. So he goes out and he's really confident, and then the other animals see how confident he is, and they actually start admiring him for just being himself, and they're all friends at the end. And then at the very end of the book, Rooster's ordering his next thing, a gold sequined vest. I don't know if there's going to be a follow-up with him wearing the vest, but that's where this book ends. So this is a great story about just believing in yourself and being confident and just being who you are, and not worrying about what other people think of you. And then the last picture book that I have for On the Farm is Chicken Clickin', which again features animals ordering stuff off the internet. It's actually a bit of a cautionary tale. So there's this little chicken who sneaks into the farmer's house at night and orders stuff on his computer. Cheepy chirpy cheepy click, she had a little browse. She bought a funny teapot, click, she bought a frilly blouse. So the chick buys all kinds of things. She buys a motorbike and a diamond watch and lots of handbags, and the farmer's like, did I order any of this? Was it me? And then he starts blaming his wife, and then he thinks his computer has been hacked. And then here's the chicken. He's ordered scooters for all the sheep and roller skates for all the pigs. So it's a bit of an online addiction going on there, shopping addiction, and then it takes a little bit of a turn at the end. So the little chick was all alone. cheapy chirpy click, I'll find a friend online cheat sheet that will do the trick. So she gets a camera, or she buys a camera, because you know she knows how to buy stuff online now, and then she takes a photo and she makes an online profile, and then she finds another chick online that they become friends with, and then they started chatting. Chick had found the perfect chum, and off she went to meet her without telling dad or mum. And so here she is going to meet the chick that she met on the internet, except it's not a chick, it's a fox who was pretending to be a chick. And the book kind of ends there, so I think you're meant to draw your own conclusions on what happens next. So it is a cautionary tale about internet safety, and a great starting point to talk to your children about internet safety. It's kind of funny, but it's a very serious message underneath. So that's Chicken Clickin'. And I also have a bonus chapter book suggestion for you. This is a German translation of a Swedish children's book by Astrid Lindgren about a little boy who lives on a farm. Now, in the Swedish original and also in the English translations, the boy is called Emil. So if you're looking for the books, you want to search for Astrid Lindgren and Emil. In German, he's called Michael because there is already a really famous German children's book which has an Emil as its main character. So when they were translating them into German, they decided to give him a different name so that there wouldn't be any confusion. So in Germany, he's very fondly known as Michael, and in Swedish and English you'll find him as Emil. So it's about a wee boy who lives on a farm in Sweden with his parents and his little sister, and he gets into all kinds of trouble. He's got a heart of gold and he always means well, but he always ends up getting into some kind of trouble, and then his dad locks him up in the shed as punishment, and then he carves all these wooden figures, and well, he's meant to be thinking about what he did wrong. But they're really lovely stories. These are actually 3 books in one, which is why it's quite long, but you can see it really is a chapter book to either to read aloud to younger children, or for older children can read it by themselves. So if you haven't heard of these books before, I do recommend that you check them out. Astrid Lindgren is probably most famous for Pippi Longstocking. In Germany, all her books are widely translated. In English, some of the other books are not as well known, and Michael/Emil is one of those. So do give him a chance and check him out, and I think that you will love the stories. So those were our choices for a book set on a farm. I would love to know what you're reading too. You can leave me a comment over on my blog, and you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram under Bear and Fox Blog if you want to share with me there. So happy reading, and I will see you next time. Bye!